up for game credit cards. Or we in other news. Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about some delightful news. No, of course not. There's never delightful news in the game industry much anymore. It always has to be depression and sorrow. Hello and welcome everyone. Today we're looking at unfortunate news of Nintendo. Nintendo is slowly becoming the things we feel that the other companies have slowly became. Censorship happy. Nintendo has denied the Neptunia Rebirth trilogy for the Switch, along with the new Death Ender game. Both Idea Factory games, all denied. They're out in Japan, but they're not out here. And an even more alarming things is the supposed claim here. Now, I could not find the actual information on this here, but assuming this information is also true, this could be leading to a new censorship apocalypse on Nintendo's end, potentially. Initially, what was concerns that maybe the Neptunia games aren't really cut out in a good, how should I say, performance. It seems to be quickly spiraling into more hatred for Japanese cultural games and potential racism against Asians, as, you know, the West traditionally likes to be doing these days. Damn racist bastards. Anyway, if this stuff turns out true, it could have deep implications for future games on the Switch, which could be incredibly alarming, along with other titles that have also been rejected or torn down because of Nintendo. Going into this rabbit hole has led to a movement that is starting, which is showing off hopes with Second Rainfall, riding on Operation Rainfall, which I think is a good strat, honestly. Learning about other potential games that have also been rejected. Apparently this game was going to get a Western release, rejected. Now, I'm a little familiar with this one. Now, this one's a little raunchy, to be fair, but hey, look. It's a game, okay? Sheesh. Anyway, but yeah, the news is quite alarming, especially since this was something the channel was actually going to do, was the Rebirth 1, since the Vita version can't play on the Vita TV under normal circumstances. And it will not be getting a PS4 physical release currently. Maybe potentially limited one. Please, for the love of humanity, be anyone else but limited one. Or someone else. Maybe PlayAsia might be able to look into a PS4 version release or something for the Rebirth games. That would be delightful, honestly. But who knows? In any regards, I agree with this person. We need to seriously express this is not acceptable. This is not what we want. We do not want censorship. Censorship is a bad path that leads to losing roads on all paths, including those who don't like this stuff. You get their foot in the door, and then they'll start abusing it. That's how it always starts, ladies and gentlemen. But is this really Nintendo doing this? Or is this linked to other problems related to credit card companies? As something that's also been going on is that credit card companies have continued to assault Japanese storefronts, saying that they will not do business with them if they do not change the things they sell or have on their websites or online stores, which again is very alarming. Credit card companies have little fucking concern to care about what the fuck you do with your money as long as it's not illegal. So, what the fuck are they doing demanding this kind of shit from a culture they're not even from? And, you know, it's kind of funny, the Japanese CEO of one of them, I think it was MasterCard, it was either MasterCard or Visa. But the fact that they are a non-Asian fucking ass person who clearly must hate their culture so much, has to go on to say about concerns about their reputation. Dude, you're a credit card company. You're the scum of the earth. You have no reputation. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, seriously? You're here like, oh, we're morally justified in being complete racists and telling a foreign country what is acceptable to sell and isn't to sell, even though it isn't even illegal anywhere. Go get wrecked, please. Anyway, if anything, I think all this shit's going to do more damage to their reputation myself, but that's just me. I can tell you, I'll never have anything nice to say about them before, or after, or during. They're the scum of the earth. Truly and honestly. With that said, though, this is concerning, and you should tell Nintendo. I recommend supporting this. Send letters. Spam their Twitter. Be nice, though. Don't be, like, you can be a little, you know, like, a little mad, obviously, but, you know, do it reasonably. You know what I'm talking about. But show that you do not want this. This is not acceptable. Censorship has never been acceptable. Everyone should have the right to make what they want. Be it booby anime girls, be LGBT people, be whatever. You have the right to make your game how you want it and then sell it. Because it's a piece of fucking fiction. It's not real. Now, obviously, if it's AO, consoles obviously still are in the we don't publish, we don't allow AO games on our console system still. And, you know, that's fine. There's PC market for that. Please do your own free, though. But there's the PC market for that. But credit card companies have no right to fucking tell you that you can't buy a fucking adult game if you're an adult game. If I want fucking hentai, I'm gonna get fucking hentai. You have no right to tell me I can't. It's my money, it's legal, and it literally hurts fucking no one. So fuck you. Anyway. Everyone thought Nintendo would be the bastion of the anti-censorship, other than their own games, because we already know they've been censoring their own shit, but at least they've been letting others not have to worry about that. But now things are getting concerning. We can't even have the fucking Neptunia games on the fucking Switch. What's next? It's very interesting, too, considering Funbox, if anyone's familiar with the Funbox publishers, they have several suggestive games that they've published in European territory. So this is going to be an interesting thing to see what kind of other games do or don't get rejected. Because, I mean, like, seriously, I'm kind of wondering what the hell is going on with Neptunia. I mean, yeah, it has a lot of fanfare and stuff. There's booba and fanfare and silly shit. I mean, it's an anime game. Shocking, I know. But it's just, what is it exactly? But yeah, Idea Factory did clarify it was because of content. Not because of bugs, performance, or anything. They said it was related to content. Now, there was apparently a bullet shooter game that also got rejected, which is in the, I forgot what it was called, but it's in the banner, this, the corridor to the far right there in the banner. Apparently, they will also rejected a English release. Now, what's interesting, again, I say, if this part with Play Asia, East Asian Soft, is actually accurate, again, I could not find anything about. They said on their Discord. Now, I'm not sure if East Asian Soft itself has its own Discord separate from Play Asia. I looked on Play Asia, I couldn't find anything about it. So maybe East Asian Soft itself has a separate Discord from Play Asia. I don't know. But the fact that there was issue with actually doing even Asian versions, if this is true, this information is true, if it is, That's concerning, because now it's not only just the West they're trying to censor, now they're actually trying to censor the Asian market itself. Which, again, that is very concerning if this is true. That speaks a whole new, like, there's no, like, oh, well, fuck the Western market, then I'll just import PlayAsia or the Japanese version or something. Well, it's not gonna work if it's censored. And Nintendo's already done that to the Fire Emblem crossover with Atlas, and then, you know, with the recently Xenoblade Chronicles X being revealed that it's also not going to go backwards on the censorship that it got in the West. It's actually going all in. It's going to censor even the overseas version. So, yeah. Not good. Not good at all. If this is the way the credit card companies, honestly, I'll be honest, I don't really know what to do. Credit cards have a lot of business, control, and banks. It sounds like something we really need to get legality kind of in. Because, honestly, these companies should not have the right to do this shit. Like, this is little censorship. Please look me dead in the eye and tell me this ain't censorship. How the fuck would you look at this and not think it's censorship at all? Ugh. The world's a doomed place, it feels like these days. Oh, Lord. A lonely GameStop boy against the world. If it's just Nintendo doing this, which isn't necessarily shocking or incapable of possibly being as well. Ooh, excuse me. It wouldn't be new territory for Nintendo. They've certainly been there before. But it's disappointing if they go back there again. Sony's kind of loosening a little bit. Like, Stellar Blade shocked a lot of people to actually come out. So, I think Sony might be just kind of breaking up a little bit. But, you know, they're not fully done. Microsoft, I've said in the past, Microsoft was stupid to pass up the opportunity to, like, actually, like, when Sony first was doing this hardcore, like, Microsoft, if they were smart, they could have went out there and be like, yo, Japanese players, we got you covered. Get your visual novels on the Xbox. Get all your dating sims on the Xbox. Get your anime booba on the Xbox. But no, they just fucked it up. They literally had a free pass to get more territory in Japan, and they just fucked it up. Stupid dumbasses. Stupid. Now, of course, there's also the other conspiracy theory, which is what's been affecting a lot of the game development side. So, you know, you have these investors that will invest money in your company if you meet the quote-unquote moral values they have. Now, look, as I said, I have no problem with LGBT-type games or anything. You have every right to make your own games as well. It's actually what I suggest. Instead of making Spider-Man randomly gay, maybe make your own superhero. That's what I think. And, you know, denying you the right to make your own games wouldn't exactly be, how should I say, very possible if you did, right? But yes, make your game. Make it whatever you want. Make your game. No, I should tell you that you can't sell it, at least on PC. But anyway, you do have these investors that are like saying, like, if you don't do these things, we're not going to invest in you. Which is one of the reasons a lot of these companies start doing this shit, even though it seems harmful to them. They're getting paid money to make some of these failures. So, depending on how much money they're getting pocketed from these investors, it might not actually matter really if it's a fucking gigantic failure. You know, if you spend $1 million developing the game, but the investor dumped $5 million on you, I mean, are you gonna really complain much? You made pocket, right? So, that's kind of issue in that. Now, of course, that's kind of a little conspiracy-ness to a certain degree, because while we do know there definitely are investors doing this, we don't know to the capacity levels of how many, how much, what kind of money is being exchanged. That kind of stuff's all in the theorizing department. I was just giving a hypothetical on it. But that, it does make sense, to be fair, that, that a lot of these companies keep making these fucking stinkers. And if the company doesn't go under, like several of them, continue to be making weird decisions like this. Now, some have kind of reversed course, but it's kind of wishy-washy. So I think it kind of depends on things. But yeah, the degree of it, I don't know. We would need some leaked intel, and I know I'm in like a really, how should I say, a questionable part of town, but I can tell you most of the people here don't know. So, anyway. I wish I knew the perfect answer. Obviously, we can, like I said, join this new operation to hopefully expel this. But yeah, second rainfall is currently probably the best thing we could do at the moment, is show disdain for this and that. But with the credit card company thing, really government needs to probably do something. Now, luckily, we do have some of the Japanese government already looking into this. Famous manga artist who joined the political ranks has been decrying this stuff for a while, and I'm sure he's already on decrying about a lot of things the credit card companies have said and already done. I mean, there's like 7 Japanese sites for doujin manga and other things that have both adult and non-adult content on them and that, and it's just kind of like, what the fuck? Anyway, this is my thoughts. That's what's going on. That this is, again, very concerning. Please don't stay quiet. The quietness is probably one of the worst things you can do about this. I do recommend joining Second Rainfall or any other form of disdain and reasonability. Again, remember, be reasonable. Don't be like, I'm going to kill you all. That doesn't help. Be saying like, I'm a long-time customer. I'm very disappointed with this news. I am going to have very high questionable future purchases with you and your company for these kind of things. But yeah, it seems like even in the PC space, it's starting to get to the point where you can't even be in the PC space. Even though that was supposed to be the safe place that you could actually sell your shit. Now it's even getting down. And of course, that's not counting stupid shit like Funko shutting down Itch.io. That's a whole different topic. We could talk about that real quick, actually, because I was originally actually going to do a video on that. So we could talk about that real quick before we wrap up. Funko had some weird AI mishap that kind of shut down Itch.io, which is a little indie DRM-free game site. If you watch Manly Badass, a lot of the games he plays is from Itch.io. But yeah, there's a lot of delightful games on there. Sometimes you can find some games that are only DRM-free on there, like Fear and Hunger. Definitely recommend if you want a very different RPG experience, by the way. But yeah, Funko somehow took down Itch.io, and it started a big stink show, because Itch.io is just you just shut down our whole site. The fuck? And then Funko and the AI place both put statements basically saying, yeah, we identified something bad, sent a thing, and, yeah, not sorry. Now, apparently the whole thing was because there was a page that, infringed on Funko Fusion or something, but instead of taking down that page, they took down the whole website. Now, Itch.io's comment was that they put in a thing to shut down the whole website when the AI thing says they put in a thing to shut down the page. So, whose fault is it? I don't know. It's a he said, she said, they say, these say kind of situation. Was it the company? Was it the internet people? Who knows? Somebody fucked up. But the fact that nobody really seems to be very apologetic about it seems kind of insulting about the whole thing. And when a website like that allows you to actually own your fucking PC games goes down in one day, that's concerning. That's very concerning. Because I definitely get all my fucking games DRM free on PC as much as I can. Look, I might be a GameStop boy, but I'm not stupid. Anyway. I don't know if we're gonna get Rebirth anytime soon, or even in English at this point now, outside the Vita version that we had. It's gonna apparently still come out in Japan on PS4 and PS5 digitally, but not a physical version. And as far as I can tell, it's not coming out in America. Now, the new Death Ender game, apparently that will still be coming out on PS4 and PS5, so hopefully that will still be alright. So, but yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. So, into the dark void I go. Till next time.